Hey everyone, Dan and Leslie back for another Disney dining review.
Today, if you can't tell by our attire, we are headed to Raglan Road over at Disney Springs. We love this place. It's been a minute since we've been here though.
We have been here for lunch, for brunch, for dinner, for St. Patty's Day even. We have been here a ton, but we haven't been in probably 6 or 8 months, so we're anxious to get back and see if it's as good as we remember.
There are loads of amazing options on their menu. I just learned that they actually offer weekday breakfast options as well. So it's not their entire brunch menu, but if you are looking for breakfast, you can go from 10 to noon on a weekday and they offer breakfast items.
This is an authentic Irish restaurant. The bar came from Ireland. Like, it is really, really cool inside. I'm excited to see if they've made any changes, but honestly, it was great like it was before. Yeah. They've got great drinks. They've got great food. I don't want to write the review before we actually go and make sure it's still good, but
5 stars.
Yeah, they also have a quick service place connected to the table service restaurant. So you can go to Cooks of Dublin, which is the quick service place, if you cannot get into Raglan Road, which is the table service restaurant. I highly recommend making advanced dining reservations because this place is popular. It's pretty big. It's in the heart of Disney Springs, especially if you want to go on the week of St. Patrick's Day or St. Patrick's Day proper. You definitely need reservations to do that.
Yes. So they typically have live entertainment, not usually during the daytime. Usually the live entertainment starts in the evening. So if you are going for lunch, you probably will miss out on that, but it is phenomenal whenever they have it. They have cloggers, they've got bands, it's just really, really good and fun entertainment.
Enough talking. I want to do some eating. Are you ready?
Yes.
Let's go. We ordered drinks.
I got the Smoky Ald Sod, which is Irish whiskey, a Galliano Ristretto, which is a coffee liqueur. It also has some orange bitters and it's smoked with Irish peat. So it came out and they like pulled the little top off and all the smoke came out. It's quite lovely. Oh, that's different and very good. You can definitely taste the coffee flavor.
I got the Arthur's Old Fashioned, which comes with bacon. So we've actually never gotten craft cocktails here.
We haven't.
But they are on the drink menu.
We've gotten Bloody Marys.
We've gotten Bloody Marys. So this Old Fashioned has Irish whiskey, of course, but then it has a Guinness simple syrup with orange bitters. So I'm excited about this. That is quite lovely. I get a little bit of the Guinness, a lot of the orange, and it just pairs really well. 1 large ice cube. That's a pretty good old-fashioned, actually. The other thing that you get here is bread with your entrees. So we did not get an appetizer because we are going to have soda bread.
Yes.
Which is a fantastic bread. I'm not sure why there's 3 pieces. That doesn't divide evenly. But it comes with this sweet,
like dipping. It's got like kind of like a syrup, olive oily syrup, and then our Irish friends said that we must ask for Irish butter, so that's what we did. So we will try it with that as well. I still think that I prefer to dip it in the oily sweet stuff.
We each got an entree. We wanted to do something more traditional, Irish fare, and then something more popular. So, I got the fish and chips.
I got the braised BB. It's like braised cooked for like 12 hours. I'm pretty excited about this. She said it's the most popular dish that they have on their menu.
This place, if you can sit inside or outside. If you sit inside, during lunch it's not so bad, but at dinner when they have live performances, they will be clogging in the middle of this dining room right here, and up on the stage they will have like live music, cloggers, all kinds of stuff.
It's so fun though.
It's fun, super loud. The food came out super fast.
Super fast.
This looks phenomenal. See if I can do this. This fish and chips, that is a massive piece of fish.
Yes, and look at mine.
That looks great.
Looks so good. Wow.
Super good.
Yeah, that's fantastic. It is super tender, great flavor. Came with mashed potatoes underneath. I took a bite without mashed potatoes first.
Right?
It's so good.
Man, this fish, look at the size of that fillet. I mean, it's only one fillet, but that fillet is massive.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. That fish is done really, really well. The malt vinegar, the tartar sauce, so good. The crunch, that breading on there, so good. The fries are okay, but the fish is insane. Okay, so the food is still good. They have a bread pudding here that has traditionally been amazing. And when the waitress came over and asked us if we would like to try the bread pudding, I mean, what were we supposed to do? We can't say no.
Yes. Always say yes.
Good.
The answer is always yes.
The bread pudding has arrived.
Oh my goodness, it looks so good.
Highly recommend dumping it out of the cup it comes in onto
Although
a
it's
plate.
very hot.
And then pouring everything on it. It is very hot.
Wow.
That is hot, but it's wonderful. All right, I think we're going to wrap this up at home after we devour the rest of this bread pudding.
Yeah.
All right, we are back.
Kitty tail and all.
Kitty tail and all, we're back. Do you smell the fishies, kitties?
We are going to dive into this, and it did not disappoint. But first, if you are looking to plan your next magical vacation, we would love to help you out. We plan Disney destinations, Universal, cruise lines, and all-inclusive resorts. Go over to fantasticalvacations.com.
So let's just jump right in. We have been here a ton of times, so we're gonna start with ambiance and theming. We love it so much. We are not rating today's ambiance and theming because there wasn't all of the performing, there wasn't the live band, there wasn't the clogging inside and outside, but if you...
I would say we're rating it, but we're also combining it with every other experience we've ever had.
Yeah, what we know it is, because we were there during lunch and they don't have live performances I don't know if ever during lunch, but if you go on weekends, if you go on nights, I mean, if you go during St. Patty's Day, like, it is amazing. So for ambiance and theming, like, it's obviously themed very well to Ireland. It's an Irish bar, authentic Irish bar. Literally the bar came from Ireland and they installed it there. But just the ambiance of the place. You can eat inside in some of their big dining rooms where they do performances. They have a stage where the bands play and a clogging stage in the middle of the dining room, which is really cool. Then you can eat outside. There is a fantastic spot to dine. We had the opportunity to eat outside, except it was a little warm today, but they do clogging out there as well. There is a separate bar that you can just walk up to and sit down outside on the other side of the building. And then there's even a quick service location that you can eat at if you can't get reservations to the actual table service dining room.
And a souvenir shop.
Like, anyway, all of that to say, we gave ambiance and theming a 5. I'm not sure how you beat that.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Now, with all that said, if you are adverse to, noise, if you're wanting to go like in an evening to like a nice quiet place to chat with the people that you're dining with, then you might not choose Raglan Road. You may choose
the clogging is loud.
Yeah, you may choose outside at Raglan Road, maybe. I don't know. But regardless, I mean, just the ambiance and theming, you can't be beat.
Let's talk about service. Service was good, not great. Our waitress was fine. She checked on us quite a bit. She didn't go into any backstories about, the food or the restaurant or the history of the bar itself. Like, we got that in another time we were there. But she took care of us. She was okay.
So the food was slow coming out, or the timing was off. And so whenever we rank service, we don't just rank the person that's coming to our table, right? So it's all the service from the person that greeted us to the person that sat us, so on and so forth. So, our drinks took a really long time to come, and then we got our bread, and we had both taken like a bite of the bread, and our food arrived. And so we were like, oh, hello. And then the dessert took forever to come. So it was just weird. Like, it was just bizarre timing.
Yeah, unfortunately that brought it down just a little bit. So we gave service a 4.
Drinks. Now, to be fair,
These are actually good.
Yeah, we had never gotten cocktails here outside of a Bloody Mary during their brunch service. We usually always get the beer. They have an extensive beer list. They have an amazing whiskey list, if that's your thing. And then they have a pretty decent cocktail list. And so you got kind of their spin on an old fashioned.
Yeah, I got the old fashioned. It was fantastic, but it had an Irish spin. So it was Irish whiskey. It was a simple syrup made with Guinness. It was orange bitters. It was really good.
In it.
It had bacon in it, and it had one giant ice cube.
Which, you know.
It's very good, and I think it was $16, which is pretty dang reasonable for a quality old fashioned in Disney World. I was very pleased with it.
Yeah, I cannot remember the name of my drink, so just fast or rewind so that you can catch that. But it was really good. It had Irish whiskey as well, but it had some like coffee liqueur that I can't recall the exact name of, but and some bitters. So it was kind of almost like a coffee-ish old fashioned, and it was smoked. And so it came out, and the like whole performance was kind of lovely, and it was very well done.
They were really good. Yeah. Now, I mean, they weren't our favorite drinks on property, so they weren't like above and beyond like excellent, like we're not getting anything better, but they were solid drinks.
They were.
So we gave drinks a 4. Food. Let's talk some food.
Now, Raglan Road, much like the boathouse, I have never been disappointed with my food.
I can't remember being disappointed with my food there. No, I mean, anyway, but we're rating on it today. Today was very good, so we did not get an appetizer because we knew we each wanted an entree. We wanted to get something more traditional, Irish fare, and then something that was just like highly recommended, which we did. You got apparently the most recommended and popular thing on the menu was the beef, whatever, roasted,
braised beef. Braised beef.
And then I got the fish and chips, which, I mean, hello, it's Irish. Yeah. My fish was so good. It was really giant. It was hot. It was well fried. It was so good. The fries were whatever. They were just fries. They were nothing special. The fish was excellent. The fries maybe brought it down just a tad, but I was very pleased with that. And then the bread pudding.
Oh, the bread pudding is just so good.
It was very
Leave
good.
room for the bread pudding. It was very, very tasty.
We had like a couple. It was kind of sad because honestly, we maybe ate 10% of the bread pudding, and the rest of it just
we were so
went
full.
to waste, I guess, because we couldn't finish it.
That's the other thing with the food here is that it's very shareable. I mean, the portion sizes, and so for the value of what you're paying, it's actually really decent. I brought home half of my braised beef and half of my potatoes for Aiden to eat, and the carrots were really good. The sugar snap peas were delicious. My only thing that on my plate that I just didn't eat and I didn't love was the broccolini, and it was only because it wasn't seasoned well. So that was it.
I ate a few fries, but I had most of my fries left on my plate, but I didn't want to bring them home because fries don't keep. But
yeah.
All that, like the majority of that food was quite good.
Yeah, and you get the little soda bread ahead of time. We did it with the butter and the little dippy sauce. So all the food we decided was a 4.5.
All right, so all that together adds up to a 17.5, which is wonky, but it is a 4.375.
Woohoo! All right, so this is a solid choice for dining in Disney Springs if you're looking for someplace fabulous to go on your next trip.
Yeah.
So if you are liking these videos, please hit that like and subscribe button so you don't miss the next one.
We will see you on the next video.